Shelby, the movie's about to start.
Hey, all right, I'm good now. I'm ready.
You got enough snacks?
Well, yeah, we have the movie, and we have company for today's episode.
That's right. Kevin Hock's joining us today, and we're going to be talking about our favorite movie sequels.
Because what's better than a good movie?
Great sequel to that same movie.
And we've got a lot of work to do, so we should probably get going.
Yeah, well, I'm excited about today's episode, and I'm a little hungry.
Get your own. That's what the concession stands for.
Well, we got... What's up, everybody?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
When did all these people get here?
Right?
Nice.
All the Things Podcast. How you doing? I'm Eric Robinson.
I'm Shelby Blondell, and we have a very special guest today.
Hey, man, we got my bud, my friend.
My big buddy.
Everybody's friend, Kevin Hock.
Hello. How's it going? That's a lot of
So
pressure.
glad you're here,
Everybody's
man.
friend. Oh my God. It's a lot of pressure.
Let me tell you, this guy, man, this man, it's a man of many hats. He has a hat on.
I do have hats.
But he's a musician. He's an event promoter and organizer. He's an influencer. He's a Maryland music icon. Kickball champion.
Maybe the most important of them
I was
all.
wondering when you were going to mention that.
Man.
That's the one.
But more than all of that, he's our friend, man. And one of my best friends in the world. He's a really
you
great
guys.
guy. Hey, man, well, welcome, man. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for
today,
having
man.
me.
Thanks for hanging out.
Hey,
I've been
man.
sitting home angry, just wondering when I was going to get invited. You know,
Hey,
like,
we had to pick the best time of year to
just
do
kidding.
it. We were really working on this, how to be
Yeah, and we had to
perfect.
really research and really seek out
sure.
a topic that was
I see
worthy
that.
of you. You know
I
what I mean?
see
worthy of the Hawk.
okay. Worthy of the Hawk.
Well, for those who don't know, man, this guy right here is like really important to the Maryland music scene. I mean, he's booked my bands and in so many groups and he's given a lot of guys a lot of breaks. Tell everybody out there a little bit about yourself, man. And
Transcendent Events. You want to hear about Transcendent Events?
Yeah.
The company's Transcendent Events. It started with Maryland music because I was in a band. And I wanted to help any way I could. So I started the company. But it's been more about community building, honestly, is my passion now. Whether it's music or Comic-Con. I have a Comic-Con or like nerd parties or people who love sauce, hot sauce, like anything. They can, we talk so much about what divides us, and I want to like build communities, bring people together.
You do a good job.
Thank you very much.
Well, man, I can just say, man, I've met so many people through you, man.
I mean, I appreciate that.
I would not know a certain somebody
That's
if
true.
it wasn't for
The
Kevin
three of
Hock.
us are very
Yeah.
connected. I think some remember very vividly, like just being introduced to Eric through you and through shows that
Christmas,
I did with
Sonar.
you. And I mean,
Oh,
we've even
wow.
got a
Sonar.
photo up here that Eric and I have in every episode, and it says Superfly, which is actually one of the first albums that I did. It was a photo that Kevin put in.
Yeah,
of
Kevin edited
Eric
that, yeah.
in it with me. It's perfect and framed on the wall.
The album cover no one asked for,
We need
but
to
everyone
recreate
needed.
it.
Yeah. I'd rather work hard at building community than work hard at something else. That's just how I feel.
So-
I get bummed if I don't get to talk to somebody that's there. Like, if,
Yeah, no, I heard that, man.
I'm out.
I can't help but to think that's part of the reason why we all do it. I mean, why
Yeah.
we all play music is because if you don't like the people, I mean, why do it? You know what I mean?
Because you spend a lot of time with these people.
yeah.
But tell us something. Where can we find like the Transcendent Event stuff?
Oh,
at?
on
I mean,
Instagram, it's Transcendent Events MD. Maryland.
Facebook and everything.
Yeah, it's on Facebook, Transcendent Events.
Yeah.
We're on
Perfect.
Eventbrite, we're on all that stuff. On Instagram, I'm at The Incredible Hock, HOCK.
Well, definitely
on
follow
Facebook.
along. See where you can come out to an event, a concert, a movie premiere.
We do the emo show, we do movie premieres,
The
we do
Nerdpocalypse.
nerd parties. Yeah, we got Nerd Prom coming up.
Yeah.
It's all fun stuff.
Yes, check out this page on Facebook and come out to an event, man. I mean, I'm telling you, you're gonna have a good time. Well,
That's a lot of pressure. No, I think you will.
Well,
yeah.
but we alluded to some movie things that
Yeah,
Kevin is
we're all
involved in,
movie
so we
buffs.
might as well start a little kickoff into what this episode is about.
some movies just leave you wanting more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're talking about the movies that gave us more.
Yeah, the
And
good ones,
the good ones.
the good sequels.
Not the bad ones.
That's a different
We're talking
episode,
about
yeah.
the best movie sequels of all times, and we're gonna give our top 5.
It'd be tough.
Yeah,
It is tough.
That's a lot of sequels. When I really looked at it, like
I
that
know.
list that we sent out, it was a whole
More
lot.
bad than good sequels.
Yeah. Don't worry, there's enough bad ones.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe this episode might warrant a sequel. Since there's so many. Since there's
I like
so
that.
many. Since there's
Stuff
so
to
many.
watch and find
That's
out.
where your head's at.
Well, all right. Well, I guess before we get into this, I mean, I guess the good question is, what makes a good sequel? I mean,
What does make a good sequel, Eric? I don't know.
Makes a good
I don't know
sequel.
what you think.
Well, in my opinion, I think a good sequel continues with the tone and the spirit of the original, without really messing with the original? Because sometimes the sequel can totally kind of upend the original. I mean, what do you think a good sequel?
I think when I watch a sequel, there's, like you said, it has to make sense. There has to be new information being shared.
Right.
Generally, I just say, is it setting my pants on fire or is it not? That's like my only. You should try that. It works.
Yeah.
If your pants are on fire, you're like, okay, this is doing it for me. This is a good sequel.
And also, I think a bad sequel to me fumbles the ball with
It's
that.
got to have a purpose. How about that?
Also,
Like,
if
it should have
the
a
next
purpose
sequel
besides
is
making money.
completely different actors and actresses,
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
not.
that's another one.
Not
That's
into
another.
that.
Even
No,
though there's been
I
a
can't
few,
do
there's
that.
been a couple of those that weren't too bad.
I mean,
but-
obviously, all of our list is going to have Batman and Robin on it, and that's so that's the one exception. You can have George Clooney be Batman, and it's great.
Chicks dig the car.
Yeah,
It's great.
For certain, like I feel like certain like superhero movies and stuff, you can do stuff like that.
Right.
But if I have to relearn the second time around who's playing what, it's not.
Oh, I just want to mention that I chose to not do any superhero movies in this because otherwise, sorry to all my nerds watching. I know that you were
They're gonna
counting
be
on me,
disappointed.
but the problem is if I open that Pandora's box, it's going to take over my whole top five, and I
Well,
didn't do
I guess
that.
the whole thing with the superhero movies is
There's so many
It's not
sequels.
so much a
many.
sequel as
Yeah.
much as when they start, you go
Yeah.
into them understanding that there's going to be more.
When the time's appropriate, I'll do a machine gun, give you like a couple of them, but I don't think now. Yeah, later maybe. Yeah.
And, all right, 'cause
I like
they're
it.
going to want to hear that.
They're
man.
gonna want to hear
Yeah.
it.
Well, all right, let's stop putzing around with it and let's
Might
get
as
right
well.
into it. Well, we have a thing where normally guests go first,
Oh,
so no
Hate
pressure.
to throw you into the fire like this. We can
Wow.
switch it up.
that I am comfortable with. I will do one first. That's fine.
All right, man. What are you kicking it off with?
Oh man, I think a no-brainer is Terminator 2. I mean, like that one's better than the original. You know, and James
think?
Cameron. I think James Cameron's going to come up again in this discussion. But
Yeah, I got a
But
feeling.
man, he took a movie that was solid for its time, and then made one of the best action movies of all time. And it still to this day looks good.
Oh my!
I don't understand how they make movies today
Yeah.
that look like garbage, and then this looks great still. You know,
Yeah, I mean, well, this was
man.
innovative as far as the CGI. This was like one of the first that really.
yeah, the T-1000 effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing that makes it special is the humor is excellent.
Your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
And there's legitimate feels too. You know, anytime you can have all the total package like that, to me
Yeah.
is
Doesn't happen often. It's-
right. Yeah,
Well, I mean, one thing about Terminator, I'd say, is Terminator was that script and that whole premise
it's cool.
was
yeah.
really original. I mean, with the time travel and if you could go back in time and preempt like something bad to happen,
Right.
and then to follow it up with something equally as
Yeah.
original and cool, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then the twist is that Arnold was the villain in the first one,
Right.
and then you've been quite a twist to see, that he's on their side this time.
I'm no longer a bad guy.
That is a wonderful impression.
You're too good at that.
Come on, do it again.
Anyways, chopper.
Get the, yeah.
I'm terrible.
Anyways, so yeah, I chose it because it has the whole package and it really makes your heart race for sure, from pretty much from start to finish.
If I'm not mistaken, the year that came out, that was the biggest movie of the summer.
yeah.
That was.
Oh yeah. So I hate to say it, but James Cameron, making his money with the Avatar movies, and they're great and all, but I constantly think about what he'd be achieving if he wasn't making Avatar movies, because everything else he's done is incredible.
Yeah.
No fate but what we make.
There is no fate but what we make.
Yeah.
Dude, there's things in there. There's wisdom. I've embraced the no fate but what we make concept though. Like,
Yeah.
you're in charge of your fate.
Yeah.
That's an excellent pick, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah.
man. Thank you very much.
All right, Sean, what
All
you
right,
got?
making me go. All right, well, I'm taking a little bit more of a humoristic approach on this, although maybe it's not a humor. But Glass Onion, which is the
Yes.
sequel to Knives Out. Which is like murder mystery, whodunit type.
So
I heard
good.
that was so good.
Oh,
I
it's
haven't
so
seen
good.
any
Have you
of
not
them.
seen it?
I've seen either one of them.
Eric, there's the door.
I'm disappointed in you. Yes.
I love
I'm
these.
no longer part of the community.
These are some of my favorite kind of movies that are just like the humor is so fast
I heard it's
sometimes that
good.
like
Yeah.
you can rewatch it 10 times and it still feels like it's your first time.
Well played, Netflix.
Yeah, it was
They, right on Netflix.
It was good.
Got my
They
girl
did a
Kate
good job
Hudson
with it. Yeah. I mean, the cast is awesome.
Yep.
I mean, both movies are great, but I like the Glass Onion one better than Knives Out, I
Same.
will have to say. So, yeah.
It's great.
It's a good one. You must see it, Eric.
It's got everybody in the world in it.
Yeah.
Everybody in the world star in Glass
good
Onion.
Nice. All right, so
Alrighty.
So Glass Onion.
Glass Onion, you got to watch it. This one's a good one.
That's a good one.
All right.
Excellent decision.
Thank you.
Off clap.
All righty, you're up.
It's Mr. Robinson's turn.
Man, well, step aside because we're going to go where no man has gone before.
Oh.
And we're going
Okay.
into deep outer space
Check.
with the crew
Have it. We'll let him have
of
this
the
one.
Enterprise.
Oh, he can have it because I love this movie.
Beyond the darkness,
Check it out.
beyond the human evolution, is Khan, a genetically superior tyrant.
Yeah.
See, my pants are on fire. I told you. It's doing it. That thing's happening.
Starship commander he is destined to destroy. Left for dead, he has survived.
I've seen this movie 10 times. I've never seen this trailer in my life.
Now we know what we're all watching later
And that's
tonight.
Mr. Rook from
It's
Fantasy
so good.
Island.
Yes, it is. With his huge chest muscles.
The ship, boss. The ship. Yeah, the Wrath of Khan, you guys.
Do it.
Star Trek 2. The
Heck
Wrath. Man, this to me is the best Star Trek.
It is.
And I said Star Trek. That's right.
That's right.
Ever. I love this, man. I mean, and I didn't realize at the time that he was rehashing this from
the show.
TV show. I didn't know as a kid.
Well, they made him a lot cooler. I'll tell you
Right.
that. Yeah.
Oh man, he was Diesel.
He was a one-episode villain.
Yeah. And they
Yep.
banished him to that desert planet that
Right.
you found him at. And on top of that, they killed Spock in this one. They freaking killed Spock.
Don't, you're gonna
in
make me
this
cry
one.
right now. I cry every time that scene. That scene is classic.
Sorry, Doctor.
I mean, how do you kill Spock? And he went out like a G. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he was the radioactive. He took the core and moved it, and forsaking all his own.
I am, and always shall be, your friend.
Shelby, your friend.
Kevin knows
Why do you
what's
have to
happening.
go
I'll
and
be
say
yours
that?
too.
Why do I have to go? Can you do this? Can you do this? Live long and
Yeah.
prosper? Okay,
I
good.
can't.
Live long
Just
and
nope.
Only
Come
on
on,
one
Shelby.
hand.
Yeah.
I can do one hand.
Okay.
There you go.
Nobody asked you to do two hands,
I
but
can do two.
I can just in case you want to know.
I can do two.
All right.
It takes a lot of work. Where's that gas tape?
Can you do West Side with one hand and live long and prosper with the other?
Well, I'm saying, man, look,
That's
Wrath of Khan.
a mighty fine choice.
to me, my favorite Star Trek anything. And then on top of that, Spock's so bad that they brought him back.
Of course.
In the next installment for the search of Spock.
But I'm still gonna cry. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Still cry.
Well, Star Trek 2, I kicking off. That's my number 5.
Great
Wrath
choice,
of Khan.
sir.
I mean, bad, serious sequel action right there.
Excellent.
All right, Kev, bring us back around with your number 4.
All right, so I wanted to do something recently relevant, you know, because I know there's a lot of classic sequels here.
Yeah.
But my God, if everybody didn't love Top Gun Maverick, I don't know. Like, everybody was shocked at how good it was.
That was good.
You know, and you know, he might be a crazy pants, but I have a lot of faith in Tom Cruise. He doesn't really put out bad movies. So, I
No,
mean,
he doesn't.
you know,
His movies are good.
yeah. I mean, man, Edge of Tomorrow is one of my favorite movies of all time. So good.
And also, to me, one of the rare exceptions. I believe there's a rule with sequels that if you wait too long, sometimes
Right.
it can be a bad thing.
Yeah.
But this one,
They knew what they were doing.
This
Yeah,
one
and-
lived up to it.
and the new characters were great. Anytime you're watching a movie and the new characters can carry it for a certain amount of time, that's a plus. You're like,
Yeah.
wow, this had everything. It had huge emotional stakes, and
love they brought Ice back.
yep,
And then Ice died.
that was the emotions were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just brilliant how they worked
and
him in.
Goose's son.
Yep,
I ain't.
that
come
guy's a great
on, man.
actor. Yep. Man, Tom Cruise is crazy with doing his own stunts and all that stuff, but they showed how he was flying
he
these
was
planes.
in the
That
back
is
seat.
So were a bunch of the actors were, right?
Yeah,
Awesome.
his back seat.
Yeah, it was really well done, and I think you're going to see more stuff like this now because like they're
Oh,
talking about Days of Thunder and all that stuff.
Oh, really?
They are, yeah.
I don't like to see Cole be. He'd be a little old, man.
Yeah. Somebody's mentor, I guess. I don't know. But man, this is great. And
Well, because I love the first one. The first one is the reason why I joined the Air Force.
No way, really?
I
That's
watched
huge.
it. I was like, dude, I got to go. I didn't fly.
Yeah.
I worked on planes.
but they kept some of the things that were campy about the original one that are okay because it was the 80s, so it was like expected.
I feel the need.
The need
for
speed. That's
and
right.
another episode of this.
That's
I
right.
ain't gonna kid you, man. That's good stuff there, Kev.
Thanks,
That's
buddy.
a good one, man.
All right, man.
All right. Well, see, I think my whole decision process of picking my tops were making sure to pick ones that you guys definitely would not be picking.
You don't know me. No, I'm just kidding.
I grew up being a huge musical buff, and so I love all of these types of movies, and I really
Lily
did enjoy, you know, the Mamma Mias.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So this was one of my favorites. When you can feel like you can sing and dance along to it.
See, I didn't know Lily James was in it. I'll watch it now. Nobody told me that
the
before.
whole cast is awesome. I mean, it's great. The music is good. It's like it's always fun for me when you. Like,
ABBA, right?
Is it all ABBA songs?
ABBA.
So that's a plus. I love ABBA.
Let's get the party started.
Grandma, you weren't invited.
See?
Kind of party.
This cast,
They
some
must,
surprise people. I mean, to have Cher in this is like, that was a nice little kick.
Pierce Brosnan?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I would just love to be there, like on an island in Greece somewhere, dancing with all of them.
All right, sell it on me more.
Are we going? So the thing with Mamma Mia, I feel like there's a lot of moving parts. There's kind of a little bit of a whodunit in Mamma Mia too.
Whoa.
I mean,
You must love mysteries.
no one gets killed, but
Oh.
it's a different mystery.
So that's a negative, but you know.
All right, Eric, if you're done making fun of me for my amazing pick,
It's a me,
I think it's time to see if this is so good. Let's see what you got coming on next.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm standing out of space, and I'm coming,
you are.
and I'm coming from Krypton. Goddammit!
All right.
This right
You didn't
here,
listen to the superhero
to
thing.
me, is the best. This is the best Superman thing ever to me. I mean, period. I mean, from the shows to that new crap that they made with
That guy's dead.
Kevin Spacey. This is Superman 2. Richard Donner film.
Well, sort of.
This had the 3 villains from Krypton. General Zod came.
Now, I know my trivia on this. It started as a Richard Donner film, and then somebody else finished it. Yeah. That's interesting.
And actually, they filmed all these in the same time.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But to me, that battle with Zod and the 3 of them
was awesome.
in Metropolis. Oh, man. And then Superman gave up all his powers for the love of Lois in this
My
one.
understanding is Superman gave up his powers so he could get laid.
Basically,
That
what
is
he
what
did.
That to humans.
But he gave it all up. Dude,
Oh, we don't want to talk about the fatalities that were involved in.
that guy's they were really good villains.
They were. General Zod.
I mean, Christopher Reeve is Superman. I don't care what anybody else plays
That's
him.
right. Gene Hackman was Lex Luthor. I
Gene
forgot about
Hackman was Lex Luthor.
I love this movie.
I'll watch it every time it comes on. And then at the end, at his ice fortress.
Fortress of
battle.
Solitude. Yes,
Yep.
that's correct. Love it.
This was a cable classic.
Yeah.
And I watched it. I've seen this movie literally 100 times easily.
I mean, it's not as good as Batman and Robin,
This is why Superman works alone.
but you know, it's,
We'll let it slide.
I'm just kidding.
All right.
No, it's good. That's a good movie.
All right, end of episode. Kevin's gone.
That's my exit cue.
But yeah, Superman 2 is my number 4, and it could have been number 1. I mean, Superman 2 is awesome. All right, Kev.
All right,
bring
look.
us to number 3.
So I know I've done a couple action movies here, and I was racking my brain because I really wanted to have a comedy in here. And I know that it's really hard to make a comedy
It
sequel.
is.
Yeah.
You know, that's tough.
That's
it's hard
true.
to capture that magic. But what I'm going to go right now is 22 Jump Street because
Because 21 wasn't enough.
it wasn't.
It wasn't, because 22 was great.
It was great. And this is, I dialed up the exact scene to just explain.
Q.
Oh. Look how long it takes him to figure this out.
Oh, shit.
Channing Tatum, I don't know why you didn't win an Oscar for this. I love that this movie is also a parody of the first one too. Like they actually talk about sequels so much in this. They'll be like, "No, we're going to do the exact same thing." They keep saying that over and over again.
So it's the anti-sequel.
Yeah, it
almost,
is.
right?
And then in the credits, they give you like, I can't even focus. It's so good.
Look at Q.
I know.
Holy shit!
Wait, we got to see this.
It's really not that funny.
These movies made me love Channing Tatum, honestly.
Yeah?
Like, I didn't understand. You know, I thought he was kind of like a Magic Mike and all that. And these movies, he's hilarious in.
He's really good at what he does. He's an amazing dancer, because he did all the step-up movies and stuff, too.
Oh, okay.
But a good actor. He's funny. Great. Funny as shit.
So, I don't know if you remember in the credits of this, though, they do like, they do a bunch of like short versions of the sequels that they're probably not going to make. Like it's a 23 Jump Street. 20,
Okay, I haven't seen
it. Was like, and it's ridiculous. It's like they go to seminary school. They go to, there it is, end credit sequels.
Your next mission, you two sons of bitches are going to medical school.
Medical school. What? They're like, what?
But see, now I need this to happen.
I know.
Like,
look, but they go way up acknowledging that it's hard to make good sequels, and they just make it a joke, you know? It's mime school.
They're embracing that.
Yeah. Yes.
yeah.
Oh my God. art school. They made a legit poster for every single one of these.
Bitches are going to culinary school.
There's a microchip in this empanada.
I never saw this.
Look up later.
That's to keep it a secret.
This is genius. Like, this could be its own video.
It really
like, this is we got veterinary school. But yeah, I mean, in terms of making a good comedy sequel, I don't know how you can do much better than this.
That's classic.
So I thought there was a certain cheekiness to putting this on my list.
I love that.
That
And I love
is cool.
getting
No,
that
that
is
is
so
amazing.
cool.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, I'm an old school 21 Jump Street guy. Fox TV, Johnny
Yeah.
Depp.
But do you remember the cameo in the first one? That was
You're
great.
under arrest. Guns down, all. Shut the fuck up.
At least, I mean, obviously, it's not the
Guys.
same vibe. This is a comedy, but like,
well,
but-
because the original one was had a lesson. It was, you know,
Right.
had a moral. You know,
well, they still did that in Johnny's part. There was like a lesson between him and his partner. That was good.
don't use drugs, kids, and stay in school.
Dare.
No, great pick, Kev.
That's
I'm
Thank you very
serious.
much.
Now I'm like really wanting to watch it right now.
We should do that. That'd be fun.
There we go.
All
We
of
got to do a
these lists.
reaction episode with all
We
this.
should. Oh, we so should.
All right, Shell.
All right. I
Take
just
us to number 3.
I just really keep trying to find these movies that you guys haven't seen yet because Sex in the City.
You think I haven't seen Sex in the City? Are you
Have
serious?
you seen the second movie though?
Yeah.
I haven't
And-
Don't
seen
they go,
it.
is this the one where they go to Mexico?
I've had Sex in the City though.
Did they go to Mexico?
Oh my. Okay.
Amazing things can happen.
So another one where like I can only imagine how much fun they have had making everything that they have made together.
Well, also, I mean, really, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, this is based on a series, so
Right. So even the first movie is
Yeah,
kind
so-
of a sequel too.
Yeah.
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 But I think when there's a show that is based that starts and then movies come after it, I think a little bit more can happen with the movies.
Yeah,
Like you're not
yeah.
as locked in, which is nice.
Right.
How does this rate compare to the first movie?
I like the second movie better.
Wow. Okay.
There was a time in my life where I had the DVD version of this and it lived in my TV. But like put it on at night before getting ready to go to bed to like wind down.
Who's your favorite character?
Sarah Jessica Parker.
That's
Because I also, as a person, I really do like her. I think she's an incredible actress, but she's also done a lot with like activism and entrepreneurship and like it's the person behind it too. And
Well, I'm waiting
Love
for
that.
The Wire, the movie now. 'Cause we had Sopranos, we had Sex and the City.
It's gonna be hard.
Now I'm
Baltimore,
waiting for,
hey Baltimore filmmakers, you gotta
Well,
make a
yeah.
wire
I'm waiting for
movie.
gosh.
Marlo and Omar and them to come to the big screen.
Well, Omar's not coming, man.
No, Omar's
Died in the
not
show,
coming.
died in real life. It's not looking good for Omar.
There'll be no sequel for Omar, even though that is kind of sad because I like that guy.
And we lost the captain too. He just passed away.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Speaking
yeah.
of which, you know what? Honorable
Lance
mention that he was in was John Wick 2 or any of the John Wick movies
Oh,
are all
man,
very
John
good.
Wick,
You know,
those are good.
2's the one that I gravitate towards, but they were all very good.
All right, y'all. Well, now we're going to
What you got?
my number 3 pick. We're going to go to the city of Philadelphia.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
good
Boxing.
one.
Oh, now you're talking to my heartstrings.
And a
There
guy.
it
And
is.
that eye of the tiger, man, the edge. And now you got to get it back.
My
The
guy.
best
It's my guy.
Rocky ever.
Strong,
Wow, that's-
powerful.
I'm serious. It is.
An interesting
Rise.
Because I'm telling you, 2 words. Mr. T. I'm telling you, man, yo,
Dead
Mr.
meat.
T, man. There you go. Clever Lang. And also, this is where Rocky went Hollywood. The first 2, he was
Yeah.
he was kind of a dopey guy.
Oh yeah.
He got money. He was, you
Yeah.
know,
This guy is a wrecking machine.
machine. Yeah, man.
Who wants to come out and close your mouth, boy? Come on.
That guy, man. Mr. T.
Eric, were you rooting for Clubber Lang in this movie?
No, actually, I
okay,
wasn't.
jeez.
But,
I'm like, you're pretty hyped
Eric
on
likes
Mr.
to
T
go
right now.
against the grain, you know.
So do I, but not against Rocky.
Eric's a different
And
breed.
then the plot line where he teams up with Apollo.
I do love that. Yep.
My
They become
gosh.
friends.
Not only friends, but they come bros.
And then, most importantly, they frolic in the water in short shorts.
Yeah.
Because I remember this montage.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was after the most epic montage scenes of all montage scenes.
That could be a whole nother thing.
I mean,
Oh,
he
yeah.
went from flat-footed to Muhammad
so
Ali.
this is your favorite montage, too?
Oh,
from
man.
Rocky, really?
One of the greatest montages ever. I mean,
think I like
with
4.
Team America montage. I mean,
need
this
a
started the
montage.
montage. This started the montage. There he is after the montage. And Mr. T. And also, this is the first, really the only movie that Rocky really got his ass beat.
Yeah.
Rocky got his, Mr. T whooped Rocky ass.
Oh, yeah.
And
There's an asterisk. Mick died right before the match. Come on.
Oh, and then Mickey died.
That wasn't fair. Go for it.
Sylvester Stallone, Talia Shire.
I got nothing to
And
say.
Stallone comes up with his strategy at the end is, I'm going to let him hit me because I can take it.
Mr. T. D3, an American tradition.
And actually, it launched a career of Mr. T. I mean,
And Hulk Hogan was
and Hulk Hogan.
He's Thunder Lips, the ultimate male.
The ultimate male versus
wrestles
the
Rocky,
ultimate meatball.
Yeah, that was funny.
And they say that Vince McMahon didn't want him. They didn't want him doing that.
Right.
They thought it made wrestling look cheap, but
yeah.
it launched wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean,
like Adrian, catch me.
Catch me.
Throws him in the front.
This man knows. This man knows.
Oh, I know my Rocky for
man
sure.
knows
yeah.
his Rockies.
Yeah.
Hey, well, look, that's my number 3.
Okay.
Rocky 3. Mr.
Look
T.
at that. You played that well.
You dialing me up next?
Yes, sir. Teed it up for you.
Because it's perfection.
Shut up.
Because I'm going Creed. I'm going Creed. Oh my
Even
God.
though technically speaking, it is an original of a new series.
Yeah, well,
but it is
Rocky's,
a sequel.
you know,
It's in the Rocky canon.
It's the 7th Rocky movie
Yeah,
too.
it's in the Rocky canon.
I tell you what, this one does it for me.
That one is great.
The lessons and seeing Rocky.
They did a great job on the script of this one.
Rocky does he seamlessly transforms into like the
Mickey.
mentor, you know,
Becomes
and
Mickey.
Yeah, and you now know Rocky's whole life, so you get why he feels the way he feels, you know, instead of it being a mystery. He's got, you know, Stallone has this in real life, but Rocky has this simple man's wisdom.
Yep.
Like he's smart and wise, but he says it in a way that anybody can understand. You know what I mean? And you know the way he just showed Creed that Adonis that you're your own worst enemy. Is basically what he told him.
Yeah,
but in this movie, yeah, it's got everything. It's so good.
This one snuck up on me because I got it from Redbox on like a kind of a whim, where like I was looking for something. Remember Redbox? Wasn't that funny? That came and went.
Right.
Yeah,
Redbox.
I was just scrolling through. I wanted something to grab, and I was like Creed. I was like, because I was skeptical.
Right.
But
first of all, yeah.
I mean that's
it's
a
emotional.
solid flick, man. And I think he was convincing as Creed's Apollo Creed's son.
Yep. Yeah. When he says I have to prove it at the end, he's like, prove what? He's like, that I'm not a mistake. And I was like, oh my God.
I'm not a mistake.
But I want to say Creed because, like we were saying about sequels, Rocky wasn't just like a vessel. Like he had his own character development in this movie, and there was a point in the middle of the theater where I was like, "Are they going to kill Rocky?" Because I don't think my soul can handle this.
No.
Because Rocky's like the ultimate like will not stay down guy. You know what I mean? So like, there's a part where he gets cancer, and you think he's going down in that movie, and so like he has his own stakes.
Rocky stared cancer in the face and went, "Yo."
And then Adonis has his own stakes, and their friendship carries that movie. I love buddy movies too.
I have to say they did a great job. Yeah,
I love that kind of stuff. That's really cool.
No, I thought
nice job.
That was
Mr.
very,
Coogler,
very original.
Mr. Stallone,
Yep.
Mr. B. Jordan. Yes,
and that's why
love
it's
it.
a great sequel and it's on the list.
Love it.
All right, show.
Guys, I should have picked more action movies.
No, I
That's
think
what
we're
I'm
doing enough.
learning.
We have enough.
Let
doing
you
enough of
guys
those.
hold the action.
Well, we discussed that while we
You're
were
holding
setting
it
up. Action movies lend themselves to sequels.
There's a lot of sequels. Yeah.
Because action movies, I mean, more than you don't want to see necessarily a sequel to certain drama movies. Or,
I do. Some.
No,
sometimes. If there's more story to tell.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But y'all get what I'm saying.
Well,
But I mean, the Rocky ones I wouldn't call action movies. They're very
They're
it's
dramatic.
very drama.
Well,
It's drama the whole time, and then there's
first
action.
movie was
Dramatic.
actually a drama.
It's very slow. The first one was a romantic
It's probably the
movie.
best picture. It's the best.
It's a romantic movie. The first one for sure. Yeah,
It's an actual drama.
I love the first one.
Well, my next pick, I think, is something that is dramatic and comedic all in one. The Queen of Princess Diaries. One of my favorite movies ever. And then Princess Diary 2 was maybe even better than the first one.
Okay,
and there is a very anticipated Princess Diaries 3 coming out.
Yeah.
Did I just stump both of you?
Did you already buy tickets in like years in advance, or how's that working?
Oh, I just can't wait for it to like. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh! It's about a girl who learns that she is actually a princess and her grandmother's a queen, and then she has to learn all these things.
That's true.
She's
Is that
so
Chris Pine?
good. Yes.
Love Chris Pine.
Yeah. And like it's funny too because I mean this came out. I was in high school, and so it'll be fun to watch the third one come out.
He's not wrong.
She is beautiful.
From the director of Pretty Woman and Runaway Bride.
Yeah, it's a good cast, it's good directing, it's a good story.
Really are.
It's very wise.
It's all the
also.
things.
It is all the things. But where's the applause?
Checking all of Shelby's boxes.
It is. Thank you for noticing.
Wow, Chris Pine.
Well, this is my pick. I love this movie so much. I think you guys would maybe enjoy it.
But Eric, I want to say, like, it's important in movies, in rom-coms. Is this a rom? Would you call this a rom-com or no? A com?
Maybe it's kind of a rom-com.
When I see somebody like Chris Pine, it's good to say somebody I respect, because then I'm like, okay, you deserve her.
And it was like
Because if the other person doesn't deserve her, then you're like,
And was that that's
I don't
Julie
know.
Andrews?
Julie Andrews.
That was
Yeah.
Mary Poppins in there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mary Poppins,
Comes
y'all.
out. All right, Eric. Well,
She got
what do you
the
got
babe
next?
factor
Is your
going
cast and crew as good as mine was in your next pick?
No, well, guess what? Guess where I'm going for this next sequel? I'm going out of space again.
No way. Oh,
Who let him
this
be
better
here?
be the one I hope it is, because I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, I think it is.
You had that
Oops.
eye of the tiger.
He messed up
I have a tiger
again.
in space? Whoa. You're blowing my mind. Rocky in Space is my favorite sequel. My favorite Rocky
Really
sequel.
love this.
Hey, yo.
You know, how am I supposed to fight if I ain't got no gravity?
No,
you know?
Rocky, you can't walk out there. I believe in myself.
Well, actually, my links got screwed up. Give me a second.
no.
Give me a second. Yep. All right. Well, you asked for it. I'm going out of space again. Yes.
I've never seen.
Oh.
What? You've not seen Sex and the City 2 or Princess Diaries,
Yeah.
and I didn't react like that.
Athena Hoytis is going to jump through this door and beat you for this. Like, it's her favorite movie of all time. Rightfully
Okay,
so.
maybe I'll watch it tonight.
All right. Aliens, to me, even though it's not my number one,
So good.
it is the perfect
You're going out to
sequel.
destroy
Right.
I
It is
have to
great.
say, it is the perfect sequel. I mean, it's actually more of an action movie than
Yeah,
the
they
original.
changed genres and it worked.
Wait, so what's the original called?
It's a horror movie.
Alien. Singular.
And this is
and the first one was Ridley Scott, which is and it was a horror movie.
It was more of an ensemble cast.
Yep.
And the thing was that if you saw it, there could be no sequel.
Right.
Everybody got killed.
Yep.
Other than her.
Yep.
She zapped the alien out in space. Where were you going to go with it?
Right.
And they Space Marines
Right.
turned into an action picture.
Yep.
And perfect. I saw this thing 3 times in the theaters.
I don't blame you. I wish I could have seen it in theaters.
Maybe you could bring it back.
This is one of those movies too where it could have ended at a certain point and it would have been a great movie, but then it's not. It gets better and better as it keeps. There's more and more action
And
sequences.
the plot twist. And Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton.
Game
over,
as
man.
Hudson.
Game over.
He scene steals the whole flick,
So,
man.
Eric, who wrote and directed that movie?
This one?
Aliens?
I don't know.
James Cameron.
Oh, I know he directed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he wrote it. No, he wrote it.
I did not.
I agree with this one wholeheartedly, and to have James Cameron has 2 on this list.
Yeah. I mean, the perfect sequel.
It's so good.
Even though it's not
I'll
my number
watch it.
one.
I gotta see it.
Even
I
though
gotta
it's
see
not
it.
my.
It's really
Well, you
good.
gotta see the first one first. The
But I'll
first
watch this one 10
yeah,
times more than I watched the first one.
Yeah,
That's just
it
me
is.
personally. But
It's more of an entertaining movie.
The first one's great.
The first one's more of a psychological,
It's
sci-fi.
scary.
Yeah, it's very desolate. You know, it's,
both of them for the time, it looked really good.
well, that thing busting out his stomach, that right there is in the history of movies right there. But anyway, Aliens, not one,
Good call.
but multiple aliens.
Yep.
And one of the greatest sequels ever.
That's right.
All right, coming down.
One more left.
To
Look
the
at
new
this.
row. Uno.
You got a rodeo over
All
there.
right, so yeah, I did.
Man, this is really tough.
All right,
So I
Kev.
wanna-
We'll keep it buzzing.
You know, an honorable mention, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade is so
Temple
good.
of Doom too.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but Last Crusade bringing in Sean Connery, that whole dynamic of their
Yeah.
and the comedy to that one, and they've been trying to make that movie ever since, and they can't. They keep making lackluster Indiana Jones movies.
Yeah, it's got
And,
that.
You know, Fury Road, Mad Max is like
Road
a
Warrior.
straight shot of I'm talking about Fury Road though.
Yeah.
The one that is a straight shot of adrenaline. You don't even breathe the whole movie. It's so intense. Like it just like you want to watch an action movie.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my gosh! And one more honorable mention is, and of all the Mission Impossible movies, Fallout to me is incredible. The one with Henry Cavill, and it's so good.
I haven't seen it.
It's that's where it originated. That he loads his fists. They had to do this fight scene like 10 times, and in one of the random cuts, he like goes like this with his fists, like he's reloading his fists, and they kept it in because it was so cool. And now
Nice.
it's his whole thing he did in the Deadpool versus Wolverine movie. It's like his thing. Yeah,
Nice.
It's so good. But I
Cool.
think that the people are with me, and the people in me would like to say that Empire Strikes Back is definitely maybe the best sequel of all
That
time,
is,
but
yeah.
it's one of the best sequels of all time. And I dialed up a good scene for that because the drama, man, the first one is classic, but a lot of the ties weren't there. Like you wouldn't have expected, you know, I wouldn't even believe that George Lucas was going to make them father and son in the first one. They didn't even hint at it. You know what I mean? And it becomes so it's just iconic, man.
Iconic.
I love you. I know. Like you got that from Han Solo.
I know.
Man, and then the action and the dark atmosphere to this is something special that they're still trying to capture with the Star Wars universe, I feel like, because they took, you know, and then he made Return of the Jedi, which is a great movie, but it's more like for the kids because they're selling toys, so it's not the same dark vibe that this one has, you know? It's great, but this one for me is just perfection.
This one does it.
And I'll tell you what, when you can make a second movie in a trilogy that people can say is their favorite sequel, when it's open-ended, because most people hate that, but this movie just has, I mean, all the iconic scenes. Hoth, like the snow battle.
Yeah.
That's at the very beginning. Him when he meets Yoda. Yoda is introduced in this movie.
Cloud City, Lando.
And Yoda's hilarious. Cloud City, yeah. Together, Boba Fett debuts in this movie.
And also they cut Luke Skywalker's hand off.
I know, it got pretty real. Yeah. And they definitely dialed up Vader is like a force in this to be feared, you know?
Yeah, this one, and also it was left kind of unresolved.
Yeah.
You know?
And I could watch it stand alone, and to watch it stand alone when it's unresolved is just tells you how good it is. It must be great.
Release your anger.
So, ladies and gentlemen, The Empire Strikes Back for your consideration.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Nice work, Kev.
Good deal, Kev.
Thank you.
Give me your honorable mention and your number one, babe.
All right. Well, I got to say, Kev, we talked about this a little bit before, and I'm actually kind of sad I didn't put it on my list. But Golden Member.
Yeah.
It will always be one of my favorites. I think, first Austin Powers, okay. Second one, okay. But Gold Member, it's just, I feel like I'm probably that obnoxious person when I watch it because I feel like I can just quote the whole thing.
You know what? I haven't seen it in years, and I guarantee you I could just do the whole thing. Yeah.
Just, there's so many things, and I don't know that any of it's appropriate to be saying right now.
Do you speak Freaky Dutch? Speak Freaky Deaky Dutch.
Mole, mole, mole.
And you know what? I said Tom Cruise doesn't make bad movies, and I don't know if you would call that a Tom Cruise movie, but he is definitely in that movie. He is in that movie.
There's a lot of appearances in that first opening scene, that number that they do. But I think Gold Member is a good one and definitely deserves to be on that list. And also, I tried to stay off the superhero movies, but I will add it in my honorable mentions here. But Guardians of the Galaxy 2, all of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Three is so good. 3 is.
I haven't seen it. I saw the first one.
Okay.
3 has more emotions than any of them, I think.
The first was amazing. I haven't seen the other two yet.
Oh, you're missing out.
Eric, you got to get on that.
I'll make it a point.
The soundtrack alone.
Oh, yeah.
The
Well, all the
Guardian movies.
soundtracks are,
listening to it on vinyl, so good. But those are good mentions. But the one that is numero uno, I did put the first one on here just for this because the third Toy Story, though, is, I think, the best of them.
So good.
Number 3.
Yeah, the fourth one kind of freaks me out a little bit. There's little dolls in the tux. Weird. Forky's all right. He's better than the tux guys. But the third
He's got issues. Forky's got issues to work through.
Yeah, but Toy Story for me, when I had my hospital days.
So you're saying number 3?
I'm saying number 3, but this opening scene of this, this is what everyone knows. But the third one is the best.
Lotso Bear and all that. That's amazing.
When
the daycare center.
When Andy gives up his toys,
straight waterworks.
I was no good. I went to see the third one at midnight with my family.
Yeah.
And that alone was enough to be like.
It's such a coming of age. Like we all remember those emotions. Like
and I love the way he explained it to me. He's like, and this is Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. Like it was still important to him.
But the whole Toy Story saga, but the third one for sure.
The third one
of sequels is the best.
Yeah, I'd say I'm glad they're still making them, but 3 is the ending to me. Like,
they're making a 5th, and I don't think they should. And I mean, I'll watch 3. It, but
4 was enjoyable, but 3 was the ending. That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I'll keep watching them. I will, just because I love it so much. But there does come a time when you need to stop making the sequels.
No, as long as Tom Hanks
and we're there.
As long as Tom Hanks is alive,
then they're going to keep on coming. But that's my end of my listings.
Hopefully, Tom Hanks outlives all of us. That's what I hope.
I'm still waiting for the Saving Private Ryan sequel. I don't think that's going to happen. Not great number 1. All right, well, my honorable mentions. Any James Bond movie?
We've been over this. There's bad ones.
You guys, please tell me you're talking about Casino Royale, because that was so good.
Casino Royale,
so
Goldfinger. There's been some really good ones.
Remember Goldfinger.
All right, and it's piggybacking on Kevin's. Mine was Return of the Jedi. I love Return of the Jedi.
Wholesome guy
the
over here.
Ewoks.
He's just stealing
Endor.
again. That's all it is.
Endor. They built yet another Death Star, which I don't know why the Empire keeps doing that. They need to. Somebody needs to cut off the budget for the Death Star.
How much money do
So
they have?
no more Death Star building. But my number one is a movie that you can't refuse.
I think I've only seen the first.
You have to make me an offer first.
I tell you, if you don't like this movie, keep it to yourself.
Wait, was this one in Greece? Is this a sequel to Mamma Mia? No, I'm just kidding.
No, right here. Godfather Part 2 is not only, to me, one of the best sequels, it's one of the best movies of all times. And I'll explain. This movie, you got to see the rise of Vito Corleone.
Yeah.
You got to see him from a little boy coming in Ellis Island and how he came through the ranks and built the empire that you saw in the first one. Played by Robert De Niro.
Robbie.
I mean, I'm serious. I mean,
Yep.
And not only that, Francis Ford Coppola came with a script that also had a modern time. The script, they could have just made the movie just on the modern time stuff with Mike.
Sure.
With the
plenty was happening.
Yeah, with the congressional
Fredo, you broke my heart.
Fredo,
Yeah.
the betrayal of Fredo, the Cuban Revolution with Hyman Roth. And,
Oh, yeah.
and all.
Right.
They could have that could have been a movie by itself.
Yep.
But he gave you the prequel with Vito Corleone, and I mean, well acted, well shot, ties all of the stuff together from the first one.
You know what? I gotta say, I like how they did it too, because a lot of times when they do whole prequel movies, there's only a certain amount of enthusiasm I'm gonna have, because when you're going backwards. But the way they did it in this movie, like there was still stakes in the modern era happening at the same time.
Yep.
Was just brilliant, you know.
Perfect.
And apparently nobody else learned from it because they just keep making prequel movies. But you know,
I mean,
it's fine.
Long.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. You might need to take a day off from work to watch this, but it's but what an amazing movie.
You just tell them Mr. Robinson said you could call out.
That's right. You tell him Eric
said
Robinson and Shelby from All the Things said you could take a day off.
Don't go to work. Watch Godfather
this.
2.
And then watch Godfather 1. Stay away from Godfather 3. Stay away from Godfather 3. That one is... I'm going to say it was terrible because, how bad could it be with Francis Ford Coppola? But compared to these other two, in that storyline, the storyline with him and Kay.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, Michael. Oh, Michael, don't do it.
Yeah, Mike kind of broke the rules on that one. But he's a mafioso killer, so he kills people. It's not good, but it's better than killing her. He killed a lot of people in this whole series.
There's our synopsis for this one.
All right,
it's better than killing her.
At least I didn't kill you.
Oh my God.
But anyway, no, perfect movie.
Reaction video to this reaction.
The perfect movie.
That's an epic choice, sir.
Yeah, my
Nice
number
work.
one.
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
Well, these are some good picks. There's
again-
a lot of movies that I've got to catch up on.
And again, we didn't. I think none of us picked Batman and Robin because it's on all of our lists, and we didn't want to. There's just some that are a
I
given.
don't want anyone to get offended.
Home Alone 7 or whatever. That's obviously on all of our lists.
Absolutely. Oh yes.
Mortal
All of them.
Kombat 2.
Yeah.
I heard there's a Titanic 2 actually. So Jack's Revenge.
Comes up from the iceberg.
You said you never let go, and then you let go right away. I don't understand.
I did a quick little one of some of the bad ones.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That Coming to America one, they ruined Coming to America.
I didn't even see that.
Oh, that was terrible.
But was that as badly ruined as Grease 2? Because
Grease 2
is
that was my number.
No, not
number
good.
one of the ruinous
Speed
ones.
2.
Oh yeah, you know what?
They totally.
Sometimes when it's a totally different thing like that, I forget it exists.
Exactly. That's how bad that was. They took Keanu out.
Yeah.
Put it on a boat.
Yeah.
Terrible. The Force Awakens is on here.
You're gonna pick Force Awakens over like
They killed Han Solo.
Well,
I don't care.
Han Solo killed Han Solo.
You don't
He
kill
didn't want to be in the
Han
movies.
Solo's character was not
He was
that
over it.
stupid. Han Solo's one of the smartest smugglers in the universe.
That's true. He is.
And he's going to walk up and let his son kill him. Terrible. Major League 2.
Wow, you know what's funny?
So
They took
bad.
a rated R comedy and then made a PG sequel, which doesn't make any sense, and I don't know why it's still good, but it is to me. I don't know. It's funny, or it's funny. How about that?
And then the final one I had was the next Karate Kid, not the new one with with Will Smith, but that one with the girl.
That
That could've been a
Hillary
whole-
Swank.
Yeah, that could have been a whole different movie. I don't know why they did that, but that one should have been named Karate Kid 4. Pat Morita needs money.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair assessment. Yeah.
Well, anyway,
It's about money.
I don't know about you guys. I had a great time today.
That was fun.
Yeah. We got a lot of
Well, it was so much
movies to
fun that I
watch.
think we should do it again.
Yeah, hey,
and
man.
again,
Wow.
and again.
So what y'all say?
and
Get in the
again.
comment section.
A
This
lot of
guy-
sequels, and then people can say which sequels of ours are the best.
Oh man. Well, Kev, thank you so much
Kev,
for
man,
coming on
dude.
here, spending
Thanks for
some
having me.
time with
Time
us.
coming.
You know I love nerding out. You let me know the time and place. I'm gonna guess
Oh,
this is the
are we
place.
pumping? Are we, okay.
That's what he
Oh,
did.
you got it.
Oh.
But ours was better. We
Oh,
fizzled out.
y'all did the little
We- yeah,
explosion.
it's
Mine
ours.
was just straight stock fist bump, which is
Ours was full of
never going out of style.
glitter and flow.
Yeah.
I love it. Well,
Thanks for having me, guys.
oh,
That is simultaneous.
Teamwork. Love it.
Well,
Well,
that's been that episode.
we had a blast. We hope you guys did too. Kev, thanks again for coming on here.
Yeah.
And we'll see you very, very soon.
yeah. And if you take anything away from this, love each other, but actually watch Batman and Robin. That's what we're
yes.
trying to. Villains on rollerblades. Do it.
Well, until next time, I'm Eric Robinson.
I'm Shelby Blondell.
And that's Kevin Hock. and stay tuned for the sequel of All
We'll
in
see you
Fame.
soon.
Bye.
My
Good times.
All right, that's a wrap.
leg is late.